Hi guys, welcome to our channel Home Banao. I'm Pooja, the principal architect of Alley Art and Architecture. I'm also the video producer at Home Banao. So today's topic is 21 must-know words in interior design for new homeowners. So why should you know these words? This is just an extra confidence booster for you when you are talking or discussing with your designers, with your execution companies, your carpenters. It just gives an impression that you know better about interior designing and they will not take you for granted. So please hear me out, and these are the 21 words you must definitely know in case you're designing your new homes. So our first word is backsplash. Backsplash is basically the area behind your sink or behind your wash basins. This is generally the vertical wall area which is protected with tile, granite from any dirt accumulation or splashes. And these are easily maintainable and smooth surfaces. They are generally found in kitchen areas, in bathrooms or any other areas where like utility where splashes are high and you do not want your walls to get dirty. So our next word is bespoke. Bespoke basically means designing something to client specification which is unique only to him or her. This generally involves very high level of customization and personalization. So this is generally very specific to every client or every homeowner's taste and generally not replicated in another design. Our next word is blinds. So blinds are basically screens. They are roller sheets that are found with windows. Like if you have sliding windows, you can use blinds such that you can just use a rope or a remote control to lift them vertically. This allows us to control the amount of sunlight coming in and out, and also the ventilation that comes in and out. Say you want to keep the windows open, you can still have the blinds on and control the amount of wind coming into the space. Our next word, fourth word, is chandelier. So our chandelier is basically used for double height spaces. This is a lighting element which is hanging from the ceiling, and it generally comes down for quite a bit of length, and this adds an element of royalty into any space. Our fifth word is console. This is a very popular element these days used in all interior designs. It's a console, it's a side table without your back legs, or a side table which is supported against the wall without having any legs at all. So your consoles are the most trending design elements which are used to also keep some decorative items on it, and they are used as highlighters in the foyer areas. Our sixth word is countertop. So our countertops are basically flat surfaces which are used for any working area. It can be your kitchen countertops, it can be your study countertop, it can be anything which is used for working, whose common function is basically high amount of work happening. Our seventh word is emphasis. So this is a design element which is used to create focus in any space. So suppose if this is our space, all that you see at the first sight in the design is this light element with the color and the light. So here the emphasis and the focal point becomes this light along with the stand color, and nothing else in the area is highlighted. Our eighth word is inlay. This is a popularly used customized element these days in high-end designs, in premium designs, where you embed or where you place patterns into another element. So here we have marble inlay into granite surface. We have a mix of different colors and patterns to form a single flooring. We also have a metal inlay on wood on the door here. So these are very popularly used, and the technology earlier they were done by skilled labor, but now we also have a technology called water jet cutting, which is used to cut granite, tiles, marbles, different patterns, and then they are embedded by the labor on site. We also have CNC or laser cutting, which is used for metals, and MDF or HDF, which are used in combination with wood to create different jali patterns or to create exquisitive patterns in your residences, in your spaces. Our ninth word is Louver. Louver is similar to blind, but just that blinds are more controllable. Louvers are generally angled slats that are fixed to a window at regular intervals, to a window or a door or a shutter at regular intervals to allow light to pass through. This is at any given point you will have ventilation happening. These are generally fixed and not changeable, but nowadays we also have alterable louvers where you can change the direction of the louvers. You can also control how the angle of the louvers that is opening. So these options are very readily available in the market now. Our 10th word is modular. So I'm sure all of you who have been trying to, get a designer on board or an execution company on board, you've all heard a buzz of modular, modular, modular everywhere. Modular basically means standardized units that can be fit into a variety, that can be fit into any setting and in a variety of ways. It is basically easy to assemble and install. So modular basically means that you have typical templates. Say you've gone to an execution vendor, they tell you that we have 250 modular templates to choose from. So they are standard templates whose measurements are not alterable and they can just be readily fixed. You just pick a template and that exact template comes into your house as a furniture module. So modular is basically standardization of any commodity, any furniture item that is going into your space. Our 11th word is mood board. So this is a very popular concept amongst designers where they tend to arrange different materials, textures and colors to give you a single entity, a single space, and that becomes the mood board. So for example, this color, teal color, combined with the pine wood finish, combined with a light element and plant, combined with another teal color wall, all of this together becomes the mood board of this particular room or this particular design. So it can be colors, it can be elements, it can be furniture, it can be a number of textures and materials clubbed together to give you a single entity. That's what your mood board is. Our 12th word is niche. Niche is basically our hollow surfaces in the walls. They are basically voids or recesses that are created in walls, and they are used to place decorative elements in them like vase or your artifacts, any of that as a display unit. These niches can be square in nature, they can be semicircular, they can be circular, they can be arched. You can have a variety of niches to enhance your spaces. They can also have ornamentation around it. Our 13th word is an ottoman. Ottoman is basically an upholstered seat without a back support or without armrest, and this typically has storage inside it. So the top is liftable. So this area where you sit is openable and liftable, and the bottom acts as a storage. Our 14th word is transparent and opaque. Transparent is basically surfaces where light can pass through completely. For example, this surface is transparent, you can see through completely. Whereas this surface is opaque. Opaque is where a surface which does not allow light to pass through at all. So this surface does not allow any light to pass in and out. Whereas your translucent surface allows for very minute light. So if you see this etching, it allows for very blurred light to come in and out. So this is about your transparent and opaque surfaces. Our next word is tapestry. Tapestry is basically a piece of fabric or a design which is created with different woven techniques with using different colors, and it is used as a canvas or a backdrop in any area like of your house. It can be used as a backdrop in your living room, in your bedrooms, or you can also use it for your furnishing like sofas, etc. Our 16th word is quilt. So this is very popular these days. All of us have shifted from woolen rugs to quilts, which are made with cotton. They are basically padded surfaces which are enclosed in layers of fabrics, and they are usually used for warm bed coverings, and the stitching is such that they look very beautiful and decorative. So various patterns can be created using quilts on the stitching side of it. So quilts they're not just a functional element, but they are also being largely used as aesthetical elements in our bedrooms these days. Our 17th element is skirting. So like a backsplash, skirting is also a protective vertical layer on the wall, but this is basically adjacent to the flooring, and it allows to protect the wall from any kicks or dirts. While you mop, there is a smooth mopping happening and there's no dirt getting collected. So your skirting is basically protecting the base of your wall, or it's protecting the joint between your wall and the floor. It's typically 3 to 4 inches based on the design. So our 18th word is a sill. Sill is basically the shelf or slab or a stone or any material that is placed at the foot of a window or a doorway. So sills are nowadays used as small storage spaces to keep plants or books or artifacts, or they are also used as seating areas. So sills are generally extended these days and used for sitting or reading areas. Our 19th word is upholstery. Upholstery is basically use of fabric, springs or padding to create any soft covering furniture, especially for seats like sofas, ottomans, bedding, any of that. It's basically completely done with fabric, and there's no visual sense of wood being used at the top at least. So our next word is vanity. Vanity are basically bathroom sinks and storages clubbed together. They are cabinetries that are designed to hold the sink and also cover the plumbing fixtures. So you have a bottle trap below your sink which gets covered with the vanity and makes the appearance look very pleasing and nice. They are also used for storage of various other products in the bathrooms. Our last word is vintage. So vintage is anything that is old or it is dated to a specific period of time. Popularly, this is becoming the design trend today, where a lot of vintage elements are clubbed together to give a different ambience to a space, and old is again coming back. Old is becoming the new design element again. So that these are our 21 words that you should and must know if you are designing your new homes. In case you have any doubts, please do post it in the comment section, and if you have liked the content of the video, please do subscribe to our channel and also like our video. Thank you so much.